Danny Gurry, and you've tuned in to Good Morning Frederick. It's a podcast, about Frederick. Everything, the people, the businesses, the nonprofits, and the cool stuff. So sit back, relax, and enjoy Good Morning Frederick. Good morning, Frederick. Today is Friday, May 10th. I'm your host, Danny Gurry. We're at 208 subscribers, which is great for our 30th show today. 208 subscribers on YouTube, that is. My goal is to get to 1,000, though, by September. And I really appreciate all the help you guys have offered so far. And here is how you can help if you haven't yet. Subscribing to the YouTube channel, liking, commenting, and sharing on any social media that you see Good Morning Frederick. It helps by giving the algorithms the thumbs up, that we're good, that people like us and are engaging with us. We're making engaging content. So I know sometimes people like to just sit back and watch stuff, but your engagement, even with just a little thumbs up, helps so much. And actually, it's helping all the businesses and nonprofits, even those we interviewed back in April at the very start of Good Morning Frederick, are getting more and more views. It also helps to follow on Instagram, TikTok, and of course, all of our Facebook channels. So really appreciate that. Only takes a second, free for you guys to do, and pass that along, please. All right, today, full show. We hear from Dylan and Becca about their company Epic Detailing, and Tamika Thrasher highlights some exciting news for the Boys and Girls Club. Plus, you're going to hear from 3 more Board of Ed candidates, Jerry Alexandrados, Janie Monnier, and Jamie Brennan, all the J's today. Even if you don't have kids in schools, it's important for you to know the candidates and to vote. As well, in this primary, no matter your party affiliation, you can vote for the Board of Education, and you should. All right, since we have so much to get to today, and I'm hoping to have a live surprise guest sometime later in the show, fingers crossed that we make that happen. All right, let's get to it. Big shout out to the show's sponsor, We Help You Move. Whether you're moving across the street or across the country, Nicholas and his team of moving experts can help get that job done stress-free. Because we all know how stressful moving is. Even if you're moving offices, or you're just moving down the road, or you just need to get some stuff out of storage or put stuff in storage. They're great, and they can help you. They're veteran-owned. They're a huge supporter of the community. Reach out to them. WeHelpYouMove.com. All right, weather. Oh, my gosh. So depressing. I'm totally affected by the weather, I've figured out. Today, rain likely most of the day. High of only 57. Tomorrow, PM showers with a high of 68. I'm really hoping the Craft Beer Festival stays mostly dry. But it rained last year and we had a great time, so we may have to do that again this year. Sunday morning, showers and a high of 66. All right, Monday, wouldn't you believe it? Sunny, high of 77. Do I feel some PTO coming on? I don't know. I might have to block off half my day on Monday to get out there and enjoy it, because Tuesday, Wednesday, showers with temps in the low 70s and much of the same forecast for the 10-day outlook as well. All right, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer with the weather, so we got to make things great while we can and just be sunny in our own minds, right? All right, let's talk about what we've got to give you. Oh, I don't even have that ready to go. I know what I wanted to do. I wanted to show you the Helping Hands giveaway. So this is the mom, right? Mother's Day is Sunday. Today is probably the last day, unless you're going to run around tomorrow, that you should go grab something. But you can register to win this great bag of goodies donated by Helping Hands, Caring Hearts, Oh, darn it. I meant to show you it wouldn't be very professional if I jumped off the stream right now to grab it. Daggone it. I have the pendant. Oh, well, this is my show. Hang on one sec. I can do whatever I want, right? And it's Friday. I'm reaching in my bag here because I got it right here. I went to 401 North Market Street, which is the home of everything Frederick and more. And I'd love for you to stop by. Great Mother's Day options for you there, too. Gorgeous cutting boards from Tara Flannery. She's got her awesome photographs on these glass. I thought they were just photos on glass. I didn't realize they were cutting boards. The glass photos are cool too, but they are ridged like a cutting board. They're amazing. You can pick one of those up. We've got a ton of stuff from Hammer Glamour, okay? And this is the pendant. This is so pretty. That she made, okay? This is what's on offer for giveaway right now. It's got some crystals on it. Look how cool that is. Oh, I know. My camera's having a hard time focusing. It's made out of a spoon, I believe, or some sort of utensil. And beautiful, beautiful heart pendant. This is, the size. Oh, I am wearing my Flying Cow shirt. I'm going to step back here. I'm on my tippy toes because they're playing tonight. And it's a big game. We need to beat the team that's currently in first so we can be in first. But you can have Cows tickets to tonight's game if you want to come. We need to pack the house. So if you want to come, just text Cows, and I will send you tickets for today. But anyway, so Helping Hands Mom's giveaway, the Hammer Glamour gorgeous necklace is available as well. And we've got tons of other giveaways for you. So I have them all here. Just text. All of those great things are available. 888-465-2944. Just text the highlighted words and you'll be entered to win. And today is the last day for that heart pendant from Hammer Glamour and the bag of goodies from Helping Hands Caring Hearts. All right. Well, we just do things as we go here. It is Friday after all. All right. I do want to tell you something amazing, and this is what I'll call the Feel Good Files. Oh, huge shout out and thank you to Alexa from Charles Studios. She has upped her original donation and has given $500 to the Scott Key Center prom. Now, I haven't talked much about the prom because we've had so many other things going on, but the last bit of what we need to organize is the theme, which I'm waiting for Beth to get back to me on because she was supposed to poll everybody at Scott Key Center on what the theme was going to be because I absolutely forgot that part. But I have organized everything else except the food, and the food is the thing we're working on right now. So it's going to be about, I think, just about $1,000. Alexa and Charles Studios has gotten us halfway. If you can find it, to donate anything, $10, $20, whatever you can do, please do so. You go to scottkeycenter.org and click donate, and the folks at the Arc on Market Street are going to prepare some really nice light fare, hors d'oeuvre, little snack type things for these guys on June 5th from 11 to 1. And I want to thank again all of our great businesses locally who have donated their services 100% free and clear so that we can give these guys a great prom. And if there's any high schoolers who still have proms out there who need something to wear, we've got a ton of things available at the shop on Market Street, the home of everything Frederick, 401 North Market Street. Feel free when they're open, which is Wednesday to Sundays, stop by, have a look around, and pick out something if you want to go to your prom and you don't have anything to wear, okay? All right, so we really want to thank Alexa and the Charles Studios, and they're really helping to get us to where we need to be. So that's awesome. All right, Now on to the Board of Education election. I am showing you the pitches that each of the candidates made at the end of our full interview. Basically what I said to them is, okay, you have the floor. You can say whatever you need to say to get people to vote for you in Frederick, so that I could include it on the streams. But the full interviews from every candidate will be posted to YouTube immediately after the stream today, and the others are already there. So all you have to do is look for the playlist, Board of Education, and you will find them there. All right, I'd like to introduce you to Dr. Jerry Alexandrados. At this point, I would love to give you the floor, so to speak, and allow you to talk to the prospective voter and let them know or ask them for your vote.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Well, for people that haven't taken a look at my website, which is jerryalexandrados.com, my background is that I've been a resident of Frederick County for over 30 years, and I've been a research scientist in Frederick County that entire time. So I highly value reading. I highly value education. I very much respect teachers. I have to say that. My wife is downstairs. And I think it's also important to mention that in addition to that, I've been on 2 nonprofit boards. So I have had considerable experience in working with people, in negotiating, compromising on policy, compromising on budgets, not on principles. And that experience is what I'm going to bring to the Board of Education if I'm voted in. And if I'm not, well, they'll still hear from me, whether they want it or not. So I hope people vote for me. Thank you.
That's great. That's great. Well, thank you so much for your time. We wish you the best of luck on the 14th, and I'm sure either way we'll be hearing from you, keeping everybody straight. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Danny. I appreciate it. Good night.
All right. So once again, the full interview will be available on YouTube right after the stream. All right, let's get to our market makers. All right, Dylan Flannery was hesitant to start his own detailing company, but with some encouragement, forceful encouragement maybe, from girlfriend Becca, Epic Detailing started, and they're just about 2 years in business. Let's hear more from Dylan and Becca. Just off Baltimore Road, right? Yeah. And I'm here with Becca and Dylan of Epic Detailing, and this is a new venture for you, but not a new skill.
Yeah, for sure.
You've been detailing for quite a while.
Yep.
Yeah,
a few years. I mean, at least going on like 16 years.
Wow.
Now.
Yeah. And what do you love about detailing a car? Like, what is kind of the most rewarding part of that?
The outcome, honestly, like seeing the customer's face, like being so shocked, like, how'd you get my car so clean? Like,
yeah,
that's like the most, I mean, for me.
Yeah, I would love that too. I mean, honestly, and I don't know.
It makes you feel good about yourself too at the end of the day.
Of course, you've accomplished something, and
helping
you can kind of see that. Yeah. Well, there's nothing worse than a dirty car.
Right.
You know, and everybody I think watches the TikTok videos and stuff of these horrible cars that kind of get just brought back to this beauty, you know, and that's possible, and that's really cool.
Right.
Yeah. So you kind of went from detailing at a car dealership for a while.
Yeah.
And then decided, hey, I think I can do this on my own.
Yeah. I was there for like probably about 8 years, give or take. I was the manager for most of the part of that, and the company I was working for, they had sold to a different company, and then that company ended up not hanging in there, and then another company. So I just felt like I was a recycled employee at the end of the day, and then I was like, you know what? I got pressured into opening the company, but at the same time, I was kind of happy and thrilled that I did get pressured into it.
Yeah.
But
coerced, pressured, or just kind of encouraged?
encouraged, like it's your time to shine
Yeah,
type
yeah.
thing. Like my old boss and my wife, soon to be wife.
yeah, mine as well. That's right.
But yeah, they pretty much were like, yeah, you got to do it, man. It's your time now, blah blah blah. And then like I got the van that I have now from one of my old bosses, and then just stuff was falling in line in the beginning, and then some parts is up and down, like wintertime and like slow seasons, and it's just hard. You got to fluctuate it. You got to feel your groove, I guess.
Yeah. So I would say that would probably be your answer to what's been the most challenging part of owning a business, right? You have to learn kind of the peaks and the valleys so you can plan for those.
Sure.
And
like, I don't know anything on the business side,
Okay.
So like she comes in where that is, and like she talks to like the customers, she schedules everybody for me. I mean, and if she like needs some help, she'll ask me like, hey, this customer's asking about this, what should I say, blah blah blah, just in case. If she doesn't know, then she'll ask me. But most of the time she'll know like what to say, 'cause she was there detailing with me at the dealership for a little while right before we had our son, and then she never came back, and she was like, you know what, only way I'm coming back is if you open your own company.
So you must have seen in him something that you knew that this was possible.
We were knocking out 10 details every day at the Audi dealership.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Why are we continuing to do this for every company that keeps coming in here?
Right.
When there's no reason we can't go out and just do it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And we got a lot of backlash. A lot of people were just like, I don't think it's a good idea. It's too risky. You guys just had a baby. And at the time that we ended up getting all the paperwork situated and everything, he had just turned a year old, and we decided, let's do it. We started with a contract to a commercial business that we were detailing their vehicles, and from there it just started coming in. Customers, Facebook, advertising, word of mouth has been a huge blessing for us.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And the first 4 months, like, we were strictly mobile. Like, we didn't have a bay or anywhere to like work out of, and it was starting to get cold there for a little bit, and then I don't know, I just kept getting like phone calls left and right from like friends and family most in the beginning, and then like I'm well known for like I guess in the detail department, as you want to say, and a lot of people know my name when it comes to detailing. So like a few dealerships were calling, they were asking us to come help them out with their overflow because they were getting behind, and then an auction that we were doing. It was great.
Yeah. Well, having a good reputation helps, right? And that,
sure.
When you can stand on that and people can refer, and word of mouth is only great when you're doing well. And that's a good testament to you guys. What would you say has been your biggest accomplishment so far? I know this is still kind of in its infancy, but what would you say so far?
I would say celebrating our 2 years in business this month.
Yeah, that's great.
Honestly, things got hard sometimes. It's not all rainbows and butterflies. There's definitely a difficult side.
Sure.
And, we bump heads a lot. It's not easy working with your spouse. But we get through it, and 2 years, that's huge.
That is huge.
So.
It's a really great accomplishment, to be honest. It's just be able to sustain and keep you guys going month to month, and when you have things like now overhead with rent and it's and that sort of thing, so keeping that in. What as far as detailing goes, I know it's a competitive world, right? There's a lot of detailers out there. What do you feel like you're able to do, not that somebody else can't, but you kind of, this is your thing?
like not cut corners. I don't like that. Like if you're spending a lot of money with me and like you want your car detailed, like I'm gonna do it the right way. I'm not gonna like spray paint your car, or if you have like black interior, like trying to like hide dirt or hair.
Yeah, you've seen the bad side of things, right? Like it's not cool. So
And it just like, I don't know. Like if I was paying that much money for a detail, I wouldn't want someone to do that to me. So why am I going to do it to them?
Right. Yeah, that's understandable, and I think that's a great thing. So when people want to get in touch with you, how can they do that? What's the best way?
They can get in touch with me or with us through our Facebook, our website at Epic Detailing LLC at Outlook.com.
Yeah.
And then they can call us, text us at 301-378-3666.
Okay. And then you were telling me earlier there are different kind of packages that you can get. You have some maintenance stuff. How does that work?
Yeah. I'll let her explain that.
So the maintenance, we started that more based with like our ceramic customers. So customers who got the ceramic package would get the maintenance cheaper, meaning you're investing by getting the ceramic, you're investing in your vehicle. So we'll make it easy where you don't have to clean your car. We'll, even come pick it up for you, bring it here, clean it, and return it at a discounted price. And we offer that for people who don't get ceramic also.
As long as they stay with it, like the schedule that we come up with,
Right.
Or if it's okay with them, like every 2 weeks or once a month, or
Sure.
Yeah, with ceramic you have to at least once a month, and even that's pushing it sometimes. If you're a daily driver. But if it's more like garage kept, the once a month you can push it to that. But it comes with a wipe down inside of like the dash, the cup holders, console, a quick but good vacuum, and then the exterior. And your car is shiny and it looks like new.
Yeah, that's awesome. Why should people get their car detailed?
Man, the germs, bacteria. I mean, you got to think you're in your car half of the time that you're awake. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like you gotta use it to get from A to B, wherever you gotta go, your job, your work, and you're always touching like your signals, your shifter, your steering wheel.
Yeah.
So all those, and then going out and touching everything else in the world.
Yeah.
It's a lot of germs.
Yeah.
So I think it would be like getting a pair of new shoes. Like
I say there's something to be
good.
said once you get into a detailed car. You're just like feel a sense of relief.
Smell,
or something.
like you smell the clean.
Yeah.
You feel rejuvenized.
I think so. I think so too.
Not just that, but aside from like, when COVID started with the germs and germ baths and all of that, we also, anybody that is expecting that comes to us, we include a germ bath on the interior for free.
Okay.
And that's, ran through your ventilation system, and it kills 99.9% of bacteria, germs, viruses.
That's great.
And we're very thorough.
Yeah.
When we say top to bottom, everything in between, like we don't miss anything.
Yeah.
And, it's very thorough.
Yeah, awesome. Well, I appreciate the time with you guys today.
Yeah, for
Wish
sure.
you several more 2-year anniversaries
hope so.
on the business. And
Thanks for coming.
Of course. And
Appreciate
we'll
it.
definitely look. I'll make sure that the website is up on screen so people can reach out to you guys and give you a call to get their car taken care of. All right. We will see you guys next time.
See you.
I want to thank Dylan and Becca at Epic Detailing, located just kind of near Avery's, that area, not far from there at all on 144, so you can check them out. All right, we're going to take a quick break, then we're going to go over all the events coming up this weekend plus next week. Plus, you're going to hear from Tamika Thrasher, the Executive Director for Boys and Girls Club of Frederick County, and 2 more of our Board of Ed candidates coming right after this.
All-in-One Events is Frederick's #1 source for event rentals and entertainment. Please visit us on the web at www.aioeventgroup.com or call 1-888-727-8902 for more information.
And you can see George and All-in-One Events tonight at the Flying Cows game. He is our DJ extraordinaire. All right, want to thank A&S Construction. They are a locally owned and award-winning woman and minority-owned business right here in Frederick. They specialize in roofing, siding, windows, gutters, patios, and decks. Call 301-703-2157 or email info@ansconstruction.net. Sandra is fantastic. I really want to thank her for the support of Good Morning Frederick. She has extended her special offer to our viewers to get $750 off any roof or siding replacement or $50 off any roof repairs, and that is through May. Please give her a call. Even if you notice any leaks with all this rain and any siding that might be coming loose, she'll come out, she'll take a look. If she doesn't need to fix it, she won't, but if she can help you, she absolutely will. I want to thank A&S Construction for that. All right, moving along to what's happening in Frederick. It's always something. All right, happening in Frederick is sponsored by Atlas Wood Floors, serving the area for more than 34 years. Wood floors, luxury vinyl plank, anything you can put on your floor, they pretty much can handle it. Give them a call today at 301-948-9663, 301-948-WOOD, or go to atlaswoodfloors.net. For more information, call, schedule a free consultation and estimate. Go talk about what you may want to do one day. You might get my little brother Jeff to come out and quote your floors. Plus, when he comes to Frederick all the time, I get to see him, which is lovely. All right, if you want to know what's happening in Frederick, you've got to get the Everything Frederick calendar. Now, you can access the calendar. All you have to do is text the word calendar to 888-465-2944, and you get your very own link directly to this kind of monstrosity, which is all the stuff that's going on coming up. And I like the agenda view if you just want to look over the next few days. But if you have friends coming in from out of town, or you're looking to entertain your kid over summer, this is going to be a great thing for you to kind of plan what's going on each day, because I think pretty much each day there is something happening. Somehow I got Everything Frederick, the home is open twice today, but they only open once at 11 o'clock, 401 North Market Street. Head there today from 11 to 7 if you want to pick up something awesome for Mother's Day. I saw some great things in there yesterday when I was in the shop. Candles, metal prints, other prints. Fran Byrne, I saw somebody purchased a Fran Byrne print yesterday. Silver jewelry, of course. Swag from Everything Frederick, including adorable bucket hats, sweatshirts, t-shirts, and more. You can head over there for that. Of course, it's the big game tonight, 7 o'clock, Woodsboro Bank Arena at Hood College. We play the team that is seeded number 1 right now because they're 15-3, I think, and we're 14-3. So we need to win this game. We take over first place. We need your help out there, Frederick. We want to make sure this team knows that we are behind them 100%. And I just got a text that I'm hoping at 9:50 we're going to get a live link to one of our players from the Flying Cows. And it's going to be one of the first times. I think I've only done this one other time during a live show. So that's going to be fun, if nothing else. So we've also, this weekend, again, lots going on. Climbing for a Cause, the 80s party at Tree Trekkers to benefit Girls on the Run. If you can't go, head to the website, treetrekkersmd.com, and purchase a raffle ticket for just $1. There's a ton of great items up for the raffle, including Warehouse Cinemas and Alive at 5 tickets, as well as Frederick Keyes tickets there, so you can check that out. There is a Mother's Day market at Fingerboard Farm this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, 11 to 3. They're going to have some vendors out there. I saw our good friend Terry Rowe from Maryland Bakes and from Aunt Bee's Angel Cookies. I'm going to have to stop down there because I haven't gotten some of her, she does Old Bay on covered. I wonder if she's going to have those tomorrow. But she definitely is going to have her little crab shortbread cookies, which are absolutely delicious. So if you're, again, struggling for something on Mother's Day to give your mom, they'll have some stuff for you there at the Mother's Day market. There is a plant swap at Rockwell Brewery on Sunday, Mother's Day, from noon to 5. There's also, again, the Mother's Day market. We've got the Bead Bar and the Flying Cows, 3 o'clock Sunday against Tri-State. I'm not sure if we played them yet, but that'll be Sunday at 3 o'clock at Hood. Again, if you want tickets to either Friday or Sunday, just text me and I will get them emailed to you today. And then next week, a bunch is happening. If you haven't, I don't know if they are taking any more for the 4 for Sore Golf Classic, but it's going to be a gorgeous day. So if you're a golfer, Monday, 77, sunny, it's going to be gorgeous for their golf, which I'm happy about. Tuesday, of course, is Election Day, the primary in Maryland. So schools are closed, and you make sure and get out and vote. And coming up on the 19th is the open house for YMCA's Camp Westmar, an outdoor camp in the beautiful Catoctin Mountains for daytime and overnight camp. Current and potential campers are invited. You can tour the camp, see inside the cabins, and enjoy some ice cream. The event is rain or shine. Check out frederickymca.org for all the details. And on Thursday, the 23rd, I'm excited to be a judge for the Ship's annual lip sync battle. It's at Attaboy Barrel House. I'd love to play more videos of the people singing, but I got banned in like 80 countries yesterday because of 3 bars of Don't Stop Believin'. I mean, I don't know. I might have to call Scott Perry. What was his name? The lead singer? Anyway. Not Scott Perry. I think I went to school with Scotty Perry. Anyway, we need to, I can't play it, but it's a lot of fun. Tickets are $55, benefit homeless kids in Frederick County, and you get an open bar with Attaboy beers and some wine. Plus there's a meat and cheese bar and a pasta bar, and it's going to be a really fun time. So come to the lip sync competition. And again, I want to remind you, June 18th is our Sisters in Charity garden party. And I'm going to scroll down here. I could have just gone to the calendar, I know. But this is really important. I'm looking for 10 teams of women to create baskets to raffle off. The baskets need to be worth $500 or more. That's why we're asking you to get together with a team of people. And I can't wait to see what these things look like. We want to make them spectacular because we're going to sell raffle tickets for people to win them over a week at the shop, Home of Everything Frederick at 401 North Market Street. And then we're taking them all to the Inn at Fingerboard Farm on June 18th, where the public is again invited to come out, buy your raffle tickets, and the winning basket, which is tied to a charity, is going to win all the money raised from all the baskets. So it's a little bit of friendly competition between us ladies, but ultimately the charities will win out. So, and I'm telling you right now, I am so excited for some of the people that have already said I'm in, and I'm going to put my hand up. It's going to be such a fun event. We'd love for you all to come out June 18th, 5 to 8 p.m. Please mark your calendars now. There is an event on Facebook as well. We'd love for you to join that and help out some of our local charities. All right, you know, the link and the details for all of these are on that calendar. So just text calendar to 888-465 2944. And if you want your event included, all you have to do is email me. everythingfredericklive@gmail.com is the email for that. All right, now to our next Board of Ed candidate. Here is Janie Monier. She is going to state her case in her pitch to you for your vote. To give you the floor, so to speak, and really just let voters know why they should mark your name, Janie Monier, for Board of Education next week.
So for me, what I bring to the board is that parent perspective, but also as a registered nurse, I bring in the health perspective. And in my own personal background, understanding what it means to have to be that advocate and interpreter and negotiator for two parents who are disabled, how we negotiate with the hospitals and how we negotiate with schools to make sure that we're getting the services that we need. And I've been an advocate through the PTA for families and schools and making sure we get funding, universal meals, this sort of thing, because every school in our district has different needs and different targeted communities that need, maybe it's universal meals in one area, maybe it's transportation to CTC in another area. All of this is important. So it's important that we have equity of all of these resources to, across the county based on what those communities say they need, not a top-down solution, but a bottom-up solution to these problems. And one of the things I love about Frederick County is how much we do love and support through whether it's our nonprofit organizations, or once we find out something's going on, say Brunswick High School needs to be replaced, a few years ago. Once folks hear about that, they're like, oh my gosh, how can I help them? Right. So some of this is also about communication and collaboration and making sure that parents and families get as much information as often as we can possibly do it. So that there's time to hear it, process it, and give feedback before we have plans put in place, whether we're building a new school, refurbishing, plans for special education, whatever it is. And as a nurse and as a parent and a PTA president, those are the things that I have been doing my whole life. And so I want to bring that in that perspective to the board.
Well, I think that those are all great things, and we wish you all the luck on the 14th as you take this next journey. But really, if nothing else, for stepping up and actually doing this, I can't even imagine how that whole process has been. So really, I just want to thank you for doing it, for all the parents here, for at least just putting your hat in the ring. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. And I love seeing what you're doing with Good Morning Frederick and sharing it with everybody. So
I know.
Like and share her YouTube channel, y'all.
Yes. Well, I appreciate that very, very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, we want to thank Janie Monier, and I love it that she watches the show. She comments normally most mornings. Her full interview will be available right after the stream on our YouTube channel, but since you're already subscribed, you'll get the notification, right? All right, after the break, I'll chat with Jamie Brennan, who is also running for Board of Education, and you'll see Tamika Thrasher from Boys and Girls Club just after a short break.
Key City Rotary presents the Low Key Festival, a family-friendly, all-ages event on May 17th from 5 to 8 p.m. at the Carroll Creek Amphitheater. Tickets are just $5 in advance, $10 at the door. Kids under 5 are free. Live music, food from Grilled Cheese Please, traditional authentic Mexican and Rocky Point Creamery, adult drinks from Rockwell Brewery, 10th Ward Distilling and Hidden Hills Winery. Come out to downtown Frederick and have some low-key fun.
Elevate your next party with Dreamscape Slumber Events. Over 12 themes and customization available for kids, teens, and adults to enjoy. Don't have the space? We have solutions for that too. Search Dreamscape Slumber Events on Facebook.
All right, and don't forget about that promo code to save money there. And if you want tickets to Key City's Low Key Fest, All you have to do is text, all right? Remember, they're one of our text giveaways as well. Or just contact me for tickets and I will get them for you. All right. Jamie Brennan is an accountant mom looking for your vote this Tuesday. Here's Jamie. Well, I think that finishes up the questions from the parents. I am going to give you the floor to let Frederick know why they should vote for you on May 14th.
So I think our system is at a tipping point. We have strayed too far from the central mission of public education, which is educating the next generation. We need to focus on our academic performance. We need to focus on children developing life skills and real world employment skills like they do in our Career and Technology Center. And we need to tackle our budget as well as making sure that our policies support our special needs students. And I have the skills and background to do all those things. I am a CPA by profession, so I'm well versed in budgets and budgeting. And I'm also a former Board of Trustee member and the former acting treasurer of Frederick Classical Charter School, which is one of our charter schools here in Frederick County. And I know what it's like to run a school. I know what it's like to make a budget. I know what it's like to deal with staffing, because as the Board of Trustees, those are all the things that we tackled. And we tackled it getting less money than the similar district schools. So I know how to run a school on a budget. And I think that I can take all of this knowledge into being an effective board member and being a advocate for parents and for families and for our children to get the education they deserve. Every child deserves excellence in education. And that's what I want to help support in my role on the board. So thank you.
Okay, we want to thank Jamie Brennan. Again, you'll be able to see her full interview on our YouTube channel. And you do your research before you head to the polls on Tuesday. I do have a playlist on the YouTube channel that will have all of the candidates that I've interviewed so far. And I'm interviewing 2 today, which means they'll be on Monday. And you can see them as well. All right, let's see who is doing good in the neighborhood. All right, Tamika Thrasher is getting ready to celebrate year 2 of executive director at Boys and Girls Club, and I got to see some of the changes she's already made, and she talks about what's coming for the near future. Here with Tamika Thrasher, executive director of the Boys and Girls Club of Frederick County. Let's start with the reason this is very close to your heart, this organization.
For the ones that don't know, I think I talk about this often. Growing up in New York, grew up in the Bronx, and there was a Boys and Girls Club right up the street from where we lived. And my mom was a single parent, and she wasn't home all the time. And so she needed to ensure that my brother Tim and I had a place to be when she wasn't home, and then also having a place to be in the summer when we were out of school. And the club was the place that we went to. And I learned how to swim going to the Boys and Girls Club. I learned how to efficiently ride my bike, roller skating, like building those relationships and those bonds and working together as a team. So it's passionate for me because I know how the club helped me as a young person and helped my brother. And I know that our community and our kids and our families need that extra help and that extra support. And it's about collectively bringing these kids together and supporting them in any way possible. Like the kids that need us the most, and it's not specific to a certain type of kid, it's the ones that need us the most.
I think it's about childhood memories, right?
Absolutely.
So when you have a place to come that's safe and secure and you're actually learning or doing, summer's coming.
Summer kicks off Wednesday, June 12th. We have 2 locations. So we have our Madison Street location, which is housed for our elementary school kids. This year was the first year now that FCPS does all-day pre-K.
Okay.
We serve a lot of younger kids now. That in the past it was just school-age kids, but you know that has changed some. So we serve pre-K through 5th grade at Madison Street, and then here at Burke Street, 6th through 8th, rising 9th.
Very good. Now, I walked in and I hadn't been in this room in a long time, years, in fact. It's probably been 8 years.
Okay.
It looks great in here.
Thank you.
We've done a lot of work.
Well, some of these things were already here. It was
Yeah.
just refining what the space looked like and
Yeah.
trying to use it that's going to be the most beneficial for the kids when they come in,
Yeah.
and that they're going to enjoy it and it's not all crammed up.
It looks very like something that they would enjoy, which
Yeah.
is nice, because you need to make them feel
Comfortable.
comfortable in their space, right? Or they're not going to want to come.
Yeah,
So
exactly,
we want them to
exactly.
come. What is one thing that you feel Frederick might have a preconception about Boys and Girls Club?
I think a lot of the preconceived notions is that the Boys and Girls Club serves, the poor kid.
Yeah.
That's not what this is about. Now, I will say that in the past, how we served was really kids from a certain area because of where our proximity up to, where the club is.
Just,
so we
yeah,
have
just
our
because of location,
right, because of
So,
location.
yeah.
But my mindset is not about serving, the poor kids. It's about serving all kids. My mindset is if you bring the kids together on this like equal, even playing field where there's no biases, there's no judgment. When you bring them all together, they learn from each other,
They
right?
do,
And
yeah.
so it then aspires them to do bigger and better, or giving them other ideas of what life could really look like
Yeah.
if they took the initiative and they got involved and they got engaged. And I
Yeah.
think bringing the kids together from all different places and spaces is beneficial for all.
So this is a really great opportunity for families who may typically not consider the Boys and Girls Club, but really want to give their kids a good, diverse view of kids from Frederick.
And I would say specifically in the summer, because we have
Yeah.
a lot of families that just need care for their kids in the summer. And
Yeah.
so, last summer was probably the first summer that we had kids from all across the
That's
county. We had
amazing.
families from New Market and, Emmitsburg and Mount Airy and Brunswick and Walkersville. We had a huge grouping of kids. They just were all together in the
It's
summer,
awesome.
just having fun. All the field trips.
So there's a lot of activities that
Yes.
happen during the summer that it's harder to do
During the school year.
Yeah, during the school year. But I think that's, as a parent who worked from home, even that, yes, you're home, but you're working.
Right,
So you
right.
you don't want to leave your kids letting them sleep till noon and being on the
Right.
screens the rest of the day, giving
Right.
them a reason to get up in the morning,
Yep.
to have some activities and experiences, and then be amongst kids their age.
Yes.
I think that is priceless as well. So it's
Yeah.
definitely something families should be considering. What's been the biggest challenge?
I think our biggest challenge is getting individuals, organizations, supporters to support unrestricted funds, right?
Okay.
I try to remind everyone, you can give us restricted funds all day long, right? But if I don't have the funds to pay the qualified and educated staff members to be able to serve, I can't keep the doors open, right?
Yeah.
Like I need there to be funds that will cover all the things outside of programs, because you can't run programs if you don't
Without
have
people,
staff, right?
right.
Without the people. You can't keep your doors open or the lights on
Yeah.
if you don't have those funds.
Yeah. For people who may not understand what that means, so sometimes you fundraise for specific things like
Correct.
getting transportation or upkeep on the building,
Or
and so,
snacks
or
or
snacks, right? So when
meals.
people give to that specific thing, you can't spend that money on anything else, right?
Correct, right.
So unrestricted means when you write that check, you say use this the best way
you
know
can,
how.
right? The best way that's
Yeah.
going to be beneficial
For
for
the
all
ki- right,
concerned and all
right.
the kids that we serve.
You have a couple big fundraisers a year that are annual. One is coming up. That's Tour de Frederick.
Correct.
And that probably generates quite a large chunk of your budget.
Yes,
Yeah.
a large chunk of money that is split. Tour de Frederick is a very large bike ride out in the Walkersville area, and it takes them out like toward Emmitsburg, Pennsylvania. But we work with Rotary because they really carry a lot of the volunteers, and
Yes.
so the funds are split
Okay.
evenly.
Right.
So our funds come back to the club, and their funds go back out to the community for
Right.
grants and
Yeah.
things like that. So that is our largest fundraiser. Yes.
Okay. And that, and people need to understand too, organizations like Boys and Girls Club, amongst many other nonprofits, it's very difficult to put on large scale events for that
Absolutely.
very reason, right? Because you need 50, 60 volunteers.
100 plus,
100
right.
plus, yeah. And so teaming up with other organizations it's the only way
Right.
sometimes to get these things done. And the great thing about Rotary is that money does come right back to Frederick, even though it might not be earmarked the extra for Boys and Girls Club. But
Correct, yeah.
how can Frederick help you? What is the biggest need right now? Like if you had to tell everybody, if you could do just one thing, do this.
If you could do just one thing, I would say go out to the Tour de Frederick website and support my ride. I'm selfishly saying my ride
Yeah.
because I want to ensure that people see that as the executive director for the Boys and Girls Club, that I am also ensuring that I do my fair share to
Right.
support what it is that we're doing.
Yeah.
And if selfishly you don't want to just support me, you can support any rider that's fundraising on the site, because again, the funds get split evenly. And our goal is $280,000 to fundraise for just riders, like supporting riders, and the individual teams and riders have their own goal. I set my goal very high, as I do with life. I set a lot of things
Yes,
high.
you do.
I set my goal for $10,000.
Okay.
I'm not there,
Okay.
but this is our 15-year anniversary.
Wow.
And so my goal was that if everyone I know, rather be social media or not, donates $15, you do the math, I could be at $10,000
Easily.
in the next 30 days
Yeah.
if everyone donated $15 or
Okay.
more to kind of celebrate our 15-year anniversary.
That's a great goal. I'm gonna make sure we get you to that goal, because it is fantastic, and you do have to lead by example. You have some big things coming up though.
Yes.
And it's very exciting for
Yes.
this Burke Street location.
Yes.
Tell everyone a little bit about what you're working on and what they're gonna hear more about soon.
So we are working on a amazing project with Yemi, the artist, and we are going to be doing an amazing paint by numbers mural on the backside of our Burke Street location, which is adjacent to the Scotty Bus Lane. And this is really a way to really get our community engaged and involved in volunteering. I get calls from organizations often. What can we do to volunteer? What can we do to serve? This is really going to be a way over, 4 to 6 month time frame to really beautify the outside of the building. So when people drive by, if they're not already seeing the awnings that we have out there,
Which look fabulous, by the way. They really do.
We
Yes.
had an amazing in-kind donation a few years ago that helped us start the process for that. But driving by and you're seeing this amazing mural and you're like, oh, what's that about? And it gets people excited, wanting to know, and maybe even stopping in to figure out what it is we do, how we do it. And so this is going to be a way for us to really think outside the box, involve our community, involve volunteers, but also raising money to really be able to serve the kids that need us the most.
Yeah. Are you at capacity right now?
So right now, our registration is open for summer.
Okay.
So we still have availability. I will tell you, a lot of our families kind of wait to the last minute.
course.
It's like, 2 weeks before school ends, and they're like, okay, what am I going to do with my kids?
Right,
and so then I will say that we are, I'd say maybe 50% capacity for our Burke Street location here. We want to have about 50 to 60 middle school kids. And then for our Madison Street location, we're saying like 70 to 80 kids. We have a lot of different options for parents to register. Everything's online now. You can pay with your debit card, credit card, your bank, your bank account, all that type of stuff. So the funds that we get as this project goes on, we'll just be able to go back into what we're trying to do here at the club.
Making sure that there are quality people to take care of kids. That's the biggest thing most parents, I think, would question or be, want to know.
Right. And I think one of the big things I am starting to highlight, because as I think about how the kids here at the club are being served, we do background checks, we do fingerprints, we ensure that our kids are in a safe space. I mean, nothing is perfect, right? Things happen, but we want to ensure that we are doing our due diligence to ensure that the kids and the staff that we have here at the club are in a safe environment.
You recently got a grant for some new transportation.
Yes,
That's exciting.
Very, very exciting.
And tying in Second Chances Garage, which is a nonprofit I'm on the board of, and I love that these nonprofits work together. You were able to get that done, and we're going to show pictures of that. But so you got that wrapped. That's exciting. So you utilize transportation mostly for what?
for picking up our kids, picking up and taking on field trips, picking up from school, bringing to the club. The parents pick up in the afternoon, so we haven't really expanded outside of taking kids back home just yet. But that's something that I'm always thinking about. It's like you kind of have to think outside the box to figure out how you can ensure that all families are being served in the best way possible. And we worked with AMI Signs to get it wrapped, and we came up with a new branding and logo for our vehicle, and it looks amazing, and we can't wait to get it back out on the road. So we are super excited. So we will now go from having 3 vehicles to transport to 4.
Wow,
so
that's awesome.
Yeah, it makes a huge
it does,
difference.
Because transportation, as we know, with United Way's initiatives, with Safe Ride Foundation initiatives, transportation is a huge barrier to allowing families to participate in some of these great programs that they would otherwise have access to. All right, is there anything else we haven't covered?
No, but if you are interested in supporting the Boys and Girls, rather it be you want to volunteer, you want to make a donation, please go out to our website and make a donation. If you're interested in supporting the ride for Tour de Frederick, which is our largest fundraiser, you can make a donation out there. I am grateful and thankful for the community that continue to show up every day, rather to support myself, the organization, my staff, and most importantly, the kids and the families that need us the most.
Yeah, that's the goal, right?
Yes.
The goal is making sure our future is being stewarded in a way that we would want, right? These are people who are going to be taking care of us in the not too distant future, so we want to make sure they're having the best time of their lives, which they should be doing. So.
Absolutely.
All right. I want to thank Tamika Thrasher, Boys and Girls Club of Frederick County. If you haven't checked out the organization in a while, it's time you do. Support them to support our kids. Thanks so much. All right. I want to thank Tamika Thrasher for that time spent. And I'm so excited, and I've got to figure out how I can do this because I don't think I have the layout right. But, I got it. I've got Charlie Marcourt here from the Flying Cows, number 32. How you doing this morning?
Hey, good. How's everything?
Oh, I'm great. I'm excited about tonight. You are the league leader in 3-pointers. We've been so honored to watch that all season long so far. How are you feeling for tonight's game?
Yeah, tonight's game, we've really having a great week of practice, coaching and stuff, getting us ready, and we've had space, so we've been focused, and we're looking forward to putting on a great show tonight.
Yeah, all right. So this team is leading the league in record so far. I think they've played one additional game than we have. What do you think we need to do to make sure that we can just shut them down early?
I think getting off to a good start, so that's the main thing. And when we get off to a good start, we're a really hard team to beat, and I think it's really packing the crowd out to giving us that home court advantage, and just doing what we do and playing together and showing the town of Frederick how special the Cows really are.
Yeah, well, it's been so fun to watch all season long, and we do encourage everybody to come out, get a ticket for tonight's game. I've heard some people on the side, we call you Charlie Buckets. Has 3-pointers kind of been your thing, or you're just really comfortable shooting outside that line?
I would say a little bit of both. I'm pretty comfortable far away from the basket, but that's always been my thing, just growing up, being able to do something that's really not as common, so I've tried to just run with that as much as possible.
Yeah, and we have some new players that have come to the team recently. How has that been kind of for the culture and the team itself? Are you guys gelling pretty quickly and feel pretty comfortable with them?
Yeah, definitely. They've been great. All of them have been a great addition. Like I said, this week of practice was very focus heavy, and they've embraced it, and they embraced the culture, and it's been really nice having them. So it's definitely been an addition and a positive.
Yeah, well, it's been super fun to watch. So everybody, you need to get your tickets. GoFlyingCows.com. Tonight's game, 7 o'clock, Woodsboro Bank Arena. You'll get to see Charlie and the rest of the Flying Cows hopefully take down these guys today and knock them off that number 1 slot, and we'll step right in and gladly hold it. We'll see you tonight Charlie, good luck at your shoot around today, and we can't wait to see you at 7.
Thank you very much for having me. See you guys tonight.
All right. Thanks, Charlie.
Bye-bye.
All right, so we want to thank Charlie for that. Hey, that worked pretty well. I'm so excited. But that was a really good look. The flying cows are so much fun. If you've got kids, the kids have a ball at these games. And if you're just a young adult and you want to come out, please do so. We have a hospitality area where you can get some adult beverages, and if you're lucky enough, you might be able to sit courtside. Those are really fun seats. Be sure you come up and say hi to me, though. I love interacting with the crowd while I'm doing my MC thing out there. All right, so Monday, I'm going to take you on a little tour of the brand new Frederick Book Arts Center, and you'll meet Shannon from the Healing Storm Holistic Wellness. Plus, I should have the final couple Board of Education candidate interviews that I'm shooting today. Subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss one show. Plus, my goal is 1,000 subscribers by my birthday on YouTube, which is in September. If you can help me get there, that's great. Also, those likes on Facebook are really great as well. Until then, be sure, search for Everything Frederick Live on TikTok. You can follow me on TikTok at Danny, just Danny. It is Friday, everybody. Get out there. Have a great weekend. Happy Mother's Day to all you moms out there. I wish you a wonderful, joyous day filled with love and pampering. Though we should get it all year long, we will take one day. I'm just kidding. I know everybody has good days throughout the year. But anyway, enjoy your day. Let's be great, Frederick.